So first of all, let me explain what dispersal means. And you might notice our science term for this week is dispersal. So to disperse something is to move things over a wide area. So for instance, we're talking about seeds. So seeds are able to be dispersed over a wide area. And there's a lot of different ways that happens. The reason that they need to be dispersed, so let's say you have a flower, and flowers hold the seeds to the plant. So if you have a flower and the seeds just drop straight down, well, they're not going to get a great chance to grow, because what a plant needs is, as we know, it needs lots of water, it needs the sunlight, it needs good nutrients from the soil. Well, if it's right next to another plant, there's not going to be a lot of room for its roots to spread out. Also, if a plant is first trying to grow and there's a really big plant right next to it, that could be causing a lot of that sunlight to not reach this new little plant. So the roots of the big plant are going to be taking up a lot of the water and not giving it so much to the little ones. So that's why plants need to be dispersed. So we're going to learn about dispersal of plants. This video here, yeah, it's kind of silly. You know how I like the silly things, but it does talk about different ways that plants are dispersed. Now, the did you know little factoid today talked about one way that's not on this video, or this video, wherever it is on the screen or on your slide. Anyway, it talked about how animals are actually one of the main ways of carrying seeds, and not just like burrs or the kinds of seeds that are sticky that might stick to their coats, or like a squirrel picking one up and then dropping it someplace else. The main way that seeds travel or are dispersed over long areas or far away from its plant, or its the initial plant that dropped the seed, is when an animal eats it. And you know, the animal has eaten the flower. For instance, we have deer that come into our yard and they love our tulips. They eat the pretty little flowers right off. Well, the deer then move away. They don't stay in that same area. They move far along. Well, the seed goes through their digestive system, gets pooped out on the other end. So wherever that is, quite often, again, having a hard time talking today, quite often the seed will then grow in that spot. That's fun. Watch the video. Science word today, dispersal.